Hi friends, welcome to Beauty with Karah, where we talk about all things beauty. Today we're going to be talking about exfoliators. Okay friends, welcome back to another skincare for beginners video. We are going to be talking about the second step to a skincare routine, which is an exfoliator. So if you don't know what an exfoliator is, basically it is a scrub that you use for your face in order to unclog pores and get rid of the dead skin cells that can build up on your skin. So there are two types of exfoliators. There's a physical exfoliator and a chemical exfoliator. Both of them help to break down dead skin cells for a healthier and brighter skin, but they both do it in different ways. A physical exfoliator is more like a scrub that uses balls or crystals to physically remove the dead skin cells. And a chemical exfoliator uses acids derived from fruit and plant extracts to help break down the skin cells. A chemical exfoliator also helps to speed up the cell turnover in the skin. So with cell turnover, it basically is how long the bottom layer of skin takes to get to the top layer. In an average human, it's about 28 days, but the younger you are, the less days it takes, and then the older you are, the more days it takes. So when you're using a chemical exfoliator, it's helping that process speed up. So I know that there's been a lot of controversy about physical exfoliators, but I'm going to link a video down below to tell you a little bit more about why a physical exfoliator isn't as bad as people make it out to be. And this is because some people over exfoliate, so you really should only be exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week, and only once that day. So if your cleanser has a gentle exfoliator in it, that's usually fine, but if you're using a more intense exfoliator that is specifically an exfoliator, you don't want to use that every day because it is going to be too much for your skin. But there hasn't been any proof out there that a physical exfoliator damages and tears the skin. So I'm going to talk about both a physical and a chemical exfoliator, and then I'm going to talk about one that's kind of in between. So I have a couple of different of each ones that I want to show you. So a physical exfoliator, so there's two here that I have. The Invigorating Scrub from the Botanical line. This is a very gentle exfoliator, so if you're looking for something that will help gently exfoliate your skin because you feel like you need an exfoliator, but you don't want something too harsh, this one is from the Botanical line. It is for all skin types, and it's made with dragon fruit extract to help with protecting you from free radicals. So this one's a great option for anyone looking for a gentle exfoliator to help exfoliate the skin. Again, only use it 2 to 3 times a week, but that one's a good option. Another one, so if you've ever been to a spa and have done microdermabrasion is usually a spa treatment that's only done at the spas, but there are a few people who make a at-home version. So this is the Microdermabrasion Refined from Mary Kay, and this is a professional grade microdermabrasion. Again, only use it 2 to 3 times a week, but this is going to give you a deep exfoliation. I personally use this. I love this. I use it 3 times a week. I have super dry skin, so I make sure I use it to help with the dryness and to get all the flaky skin off and to unclog my pores because I do get breakouts. It's very, very helpful and I love it a lot. Another type of physical exfoliator, so I actually have the Shea Sugar Scrub Satin Lip. So this is a part of the Satin Lip set, and it has a physical exfoliator for the lips. It's made with sugar, so it's made with sugar crystals, and it helps exfoliate the dead skin from the lips. So you could use an exfoliator on the lips as well. And then moving on to a chemical exfoliator, this is the Time-Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. So this chemical exfoliator actually uses glycolic acid, which is a very common acid that's used in chemical exfoliators. It's going to enhance the renewal process, which is the cell turnover I was talking about earlier. It's going to help with younger looking skin, more radiant skin, and it's shown to help the skin look brighter and help reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So this is pretty awesome because it has anti-aging properties along with it. Okay, another chemical exfoliator I want to talk about is this Botanical Effects Mask. So this is like the Radiance Peel as it goes on like a mask in a kind kind of lotion form and then gets washed away. And again, it gently exfoliates, and it's made with flaxseed and sea kelp extracts to help not only remove dead skin cells but replenish and hydrates. So this is kind of like a hydrating mask as well. And then the last exfoliator I want to talk about is an exfoliating powder. So this is actually from the Naturally line, and this is cool because it is a powder, so it kind of acts in between a physical and a chemical exfoliator. So it does use the plant-based extracts, but it also is a powder, so it's a little bit of a physical exfoliator as well. So this is a good one to start with if you've never used an exfoliator before and you kind of want to start with something. And this one is kind of useful because it can be used for sensitive skin, but also give you that physical and chemical exfoliator. So if you're trying to figure out what exfoliator is best for you, if you have texture in your skin, if you have dry or flaky skin, maybe clogged pores, oily or congested skin, then you might want to go with a physical exfoliator because that helps with all of that, and you might have a reaction to a chemical or glycolic acid. If you have very sensitive skin like rosacea or eczema, or have active acne or redness, then you might not want to use the physical exfoliator. You might want to use something like this where it's a little bit of both and it's more gentle. So if you're starting off, I would definitely try something more gentle like the Naturally line or the Invigorating Scrub, and then work your way from there. So when you're looking for a chemical exfoliator, they make a bunch of different kinds that uses different levels of acids. So one of the more sensitive ones is a PHA. So when you're looking at a chemical exfoliator, you want to see if there's PHA acids used. So this one's more sensitive. It works on exfoliating the uppermost layer of skin and has larger molecule sizes to make them more sensitive. So you want to go towards that one if you're just trying out or you have super sensitive skin. And then you have your chemical exfoliators with salicylic acid. So these are BHAs, and they have an oil-soluble acid that reaches into the oiliest parts of the skin and are able to soak up excess oils in our pores. So if someone has oily skin, they might want to go to a BHA chemical exfoliator that has salicylic acid in it. And then an AHA is a water-soluble, and it works on the surface layer of the skin, stays away from the oil-based areas, and the most common is a glycolic acid like this one that penetrates deeply into the skin and most commonly causes irritation. So if you have super dry skin and you don't want it to take up all your oils, something with a glycolic acid is probably good for you. Just be careful with this because if you do have sensitive skin, this will be the first one to irritate it. So definitely stay to the PHAs if you have sensitive skin. So those are the different kinds of exfoliators. So now let me show you how to use your exfoliator. So most physical exfoliators, all you would have to do is basically wash your face with it like you would when you wash your skin. So first you would wet your face, and then you would gently take about a dime size of your exfoliator, and in circular upward and outward motions you would wash your face with it, and then gently rinse and dry. So the key word here is gently. So physical exfoliators aren't meant to be really dug into your skin, and mostly with all your skincare, you don't want to be harsh to your skin. If you're using a chemical exfoliator, some of them act more like a mask than a cleanser. So for example, the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel is more like a lotion that you apply to your skin, and then after 10 to 20 minutes, you will wash it off and dry. So obviously you want to read the ingredients, see what kind of exfoliator it is, how to use it, and make sure that you're using it correctly, and no more than 2 to 3 times a week. I can't stress that enough. So make sure you're gentle and you don't use it more than you're supposed to. And that is how you're going to get the best results from your exfoliator. I do think that exfoliation is necessary, especially if you have super dull and dry skin like I do. It's just not going to be a great time if I don't use my exfoliator. So make sure that you are careful in using your exfoliators correctly, and you're going to have a much better result with them when you do so. So if you like this video, make sure to see the rest of my Skincare for Beginners series up above, and let me know if there's something you want me to talk about down below. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button for more videos every Thursday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.